My parents told us not to go into the woods by ourselves, and now we know why. Whispering Woods. It was a crisp autumn evening when 10-year-old Mia and her 12-year-old brother Leo were told the one rule they were never to break. Don't go into the woods at night. Their parents had been adamant, their voices trembling with an urgency that the words stick in Mia's mind. The woods, they said, were not safe after dark. But neither Mia nor Leo understood why. The woods were just trees and shadows, weren't they? Curiosity gnawed at them, especially after their parents refused to explain further. So, on a particularly cold night, with the moon hanging low and orange in the sky, the siblings slipped out of the house, armed with a flashlight and of adventure. The woods loomed ahead, a dark wall of gnarled trees and rustling leaves. The flashlight beam cut through the darkness, illuminating twisted roots and skeletal branches. For a while, it was peaceful. Nothing but the crunch of leaves underfoot and the occasional hoot of an owl. Then, they heard it. A whisper. It was faint at first, barely audible over the wind. Mia stopped in her heart. "Leo, did you hear that?" she asked, her voice trembling, shrugged, trying to act brave. "It's just wind," he said, but the uncertainty in his voice betrayed him. They pressed on. The whispers grew louder. They weren't words, not exactly, more like fragments of speech, layered over one another in a haunting cacophony. "Come closer. Don't leave. We've been waiting." Mia grabbed's arm, her fingers digging into his jacket. "We should go back," she whispered. But Leo, by a mix of fear and stubbornness, shook his head. "We're almost through," he said, though they both knew they had no idea where they were going. The deeper they went, the colder it became, the air heavy, suffocating, as if the woods themselves closing in. The flashlight flickered, then died, plunging them into darkness. "Great," Leo muttered, smacking the flashlight. That's when they saw the lights. Tiny, glowing orbs floated between the trees, binged gently like fireflies. But these lights were different, cold and pale, casting no warmth. "What those?" Mia asked, her voice barely a whisper. Leo didn't answer. He was staring at the lights, his face pale. "We need to go," he said finally, grabbing Mia's hand. But as they turned to leave, the whispers became screams. The lights surged forward, surrounding them in a blinding, icy glow. Mia shut her eyes, Leo's hand so tightly it hurt. When she opened them again, the lights were gone. But so Leo. "Leo?" Mia, her voice trembling. The woods were silent now, unso. "Mia." The voice was Leo's, but it wasn't coming from in front of. It echoed from all around, distant and hollow. "Mia, help me." She stumbled forward, her heart racing. "Leo, where are you?" She found him standing near a tree, his back to her. "Leo!" she cried, running toward him. But when he turned around, Mia screamed. His eyes were gone, replaced by glowing, empty sockets. His mouth twisted into a grotesque smile. "You shouldn't have come," he whispered, his voice no longer his own. Mia turned and ran, whispers chasing her through the darkness. She didn't stop. She burst out of the woods, collapsing in her backyard. Her parents found her there, shh, and sobbing. They didn't ask questions. They already knew. Leo never came back. Now, every night, Mia hears his voice at her window, whispering her name. And every time she looks outside, she sees the woods waiting, because the woods don't forget, and they're still hungry.